Welcome to your headstand flow. Today we'll be working through a Vinyasa flow sequence that will lead us into headstand by preparing our body through stretching and strengthening postures. So let's get ready to step on our mat. Find a comfortable seat and I'll meet you there. Let's begin today by bringing ourselves to child's pose, knees apart, toes together and arms outstretched. Taking a few inhales and exhales to allow yourself a moment to arrive in your practice today. Let go of the day behind you. And as you inhale, bring yourself forward into tabletop position, arching the back, lift the chin, find cow pose. Exhale, round the back, cat pose. Deep breath and cow pose. Moving through this arching and rounding of the spine a few more times. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, walk the hands to the top of the mat, lower your chest down. Active through the fingertips, finding puppy dog pose. With every exhale, trying to sink into your shoulders, opening the chest and opening the shoulders in preparation for headstand. Inhale, bring yourself back to tabletop and lift your left hand up. As you exhale, thread it through and under for thread the needle. And just working with your breath, lift up and thread through a few more times. Switching to your right arm, inhale, lift up, exhale, thread through. Inhale, lift, exhale, thread, and just repeating a couple more times. Deep breath in, tuck your toes at the back and exhale, find downward facing dog. Bending each leg, pulsing into the back of your legs to allow them to wake up. Relax your head and slowly step to the top of your mat and gently uncurl through your spine to find mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms, exhale, fold forward. We'll begin our sun salutation here. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths, breathing in. Deep breath in, step to the top of your mat, exhale. Inhale, lift your hands, and exhale, release. Breathing in, sun salutation, B. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in and step through and find your warrior one with the right leg. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and step through with the left foot, finding warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands and drop down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. As you inhale, step forward to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Deep breath in, lift your hands. Exhale, folding, melting down to the ground. Hook your index and middle finger around your big toes and fold forward over your legs. Create space between your ribs and your hip bones. Fold forward. Deep breath in and step back into a long lunge and then open your left arm wide into a revolved lunge, gazing upwards at the fingertips. Exhale, lower the hand. Inhale, drop the left knee. And exhale, lift the hands into a low crescent lunge. press into the hip flexors, allow them to open. Deep breath. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale and straighten the front leg, folding over it as you exhale into half splits pose. Staying here for a few breaths. Breathing in, lift the head, and as you exhale, find that lunge position and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the elbows, curling them under, coming down into dolphin pose. Allow the head to fully relax. Lift the heels and soft bend in the knees if it feels better. Gaze forward at the fingertips. Prepare to step or hop forward. Fold forward over the legs and inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, release. Let's take that flow on the other side. Deep breath in, lift the hands. Exhale, melting down. Index and middle finger wrap around the big toe. Elbows curl in towards each other, and if you need to, lift up and create more space between the ribs and hips. Deep breath in and lift the head. Step back into that long lunge and lift the right arm. Exhale. Lower the right hand and drop that right knee down to the mat. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, sink into a low crescent lunge. Pressing into the hip flexors, allow them to open. Breathing in, hands come down, and as you exhale, straighten the front leg, folding over it into half splits. Breathing in here. And breathing out. Allow your head to relax. Inhale, lift the head, and as you exhale, find your way into that long lunge and lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, roll the elbows in towards each other. Press down into dolphin pose, lifting your heels from the mat if you need to. Deep breath in, straighten the arms, find the top of the mat. Lower your knees and lift your torso. Lifting your arms and fold your hands behind your neck to get a nice stretch down the back of the triceps. Breathing in, hands come down. Find tabletop. Breathing out, curl the elbows under as we begin to prepare for our headstand. Fold the hands over each other and lower the head, cradling it in the hands. Tuck the toes at the back, and as you exhale, lift the hips, stacking them in line with the rest of your spine. And if you feel comfortable here, feel free to start to lift one leg up at a time. And if you find this difficult, it might be that your hips aren't high enough over, so feel free to try and lift them a little bit higher. Come down and just gently cradle the back of your head, opening and closing your elbows as you round and arch the spine. Drop your arms. And let's get ready to access the foundations for headstand once more. Roll the elbows under and drop down. Cradle the hands and tuck the head. Deep breath in, tuck the toes, and as you exhale, lift the hips, stacking them over the shoulders. This time, see if you can tuck your knees and hold the tuck position for headstand. You can practice this against a wall or have someone there to help support you. Drop your knees and release, keeping your hands cradling your head, and as you exhale, curl the elbows in and round the spine. And as you inhale, open them wide. Drop your hands by your side and just circle your arms a few times. Let your shoulders relax. Take a breath. Exhale, come forward into tabletop. Deep breath in, tuck the elbows under. Exhale, fold the hands. Inhale, Tuck the toes, and as you exhale, lift the hips. Tuck the feet in again, and this time, if you feel comfortable, slowly straightening the legs. Pulling in your abdominals, your pelvic floor, keeping your elbows in line. If you notice your elbows widening, just bring yourself down to protect your neck and protect your spine. Lower down by slowly curling your legs back into your chest. Tuck the legs down and find your way back up to that shoulder stretch, circling your arms. Round and down. Breathing in and breathing out with every circle. Deep breath in, find your way into plank and exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breather here. Deep breath in and hop down to the mat. Take your legs out in front of you and we'll begin some core work. Bring your arms and legs into Navasana. You can keep the knees bent or feel free to fully straighten the legs if that feels good. Holding there. Exhale, cross the legs. Take a breather. Breathing in, arms come out, and as you exhale, knees come back up. Find Navasana again. Holding there and engaging your pelvic floor and your tummy muscles. Exhale, cross the legs and take a breather. Inhale, arms come out. Exhale, legs bending up into Navasana once more. Exhale, cross the legs and take a little breath. Gently bring your knees out in front of you, and as you exhale, just lower down onto the mat, lying down on your back. Curl your knees into your chest and lift your head, finding yourself into a tiny little ball for wind release pose. Exhale, lower the head and take hold of your big toes with your index and middle finger and just straighten your legs, flexing your feet, allowing the backs of your legs a gentle stretch. As we begin to cool down the body, allowing our breath and heart rate to come back to their natural rhythm. Breathing in, take hold of the outside of the feet, and as you exhale, bend the knees, finding happy baby pose. Opening the hips as wide as you need to. Slowing down your breath. Inhale, tuck the knees back in, and exhale, straightening the left leg, hugging the right knee into the chest and sending it across the body to stretch the lower back. Gazing over your right shoulder to take a nice stretch up your neck and across your chest, relieving some of the tension that we might have created practicing headstand. Inhale, hug the knee back into the chest, and as you exhale, bring the left knee in and transfer it across the body, gazing out over the left shoulder. Sinking into the pose. Deep breath in and hug the left knee back into your chest. Exhale, lower both legs and bend the heels into your pelvis. Press down through the palms, and as you exhale, lift the hips, roll onto the shoulders, finding bridge pose. Keep your tummy in line with your ribs, trying not to flare your rib cage. Sending your bottom as high as you can. Deep breath. And exhale, lower the hips down. Gently roll the soles of the feet together and allow your knees to open into reclined bound angle. You can bring your hands to the inside of your thighs just to open your legs that little bit deeper. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way above your body, full body stretch. Tensing every muscle in your body. And then as you exhale, sweep the hands down through cactus, wide and opening your chest. Hands come down by your side, finding your Shavasana. Rolling onto one side and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Rest your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath to seal the practice, lifting your arms above your head and exhale, folding your hands down. Lift your arms back up. Deep breath in, reach up and over with your left hand and take a lateral stretch of the spine, lengthening through the elbow. Exhale, and as you inhale, the right arm lifts and you find the lateral stretch on the other side. Sweep the hands back down to your knees and bow your head. The final inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining this headstand flow. I hope that you enjoyed the little bit different practice that we had today, and I hope to see you again next week on the mat. Have a wonderful week.